guys don't know what he's saying upstairs. He's like running Miesha. He's
She was like, Todrick's the worst person in the world. And I was just here going, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
so wild.
I don't know if she doesn't know that I've known you for like 6 years.
To me, I think that goes beyond the game. Like, it's just like a very terrible review to give somebody when all of us have come in here with fan bases and things like, that's just, that's not who I am. Like, RuPaul would have never like let me work with him and been working with the team for 6-7 years. If that's the type of person that I was. Mm-hmm. But the other day when we were talking, I was kind of like, I wonder what he's heard when you were like, just play the game with grace. And like, you were saying all these things. And I was like,
that's just general advice. I even told that to Mariah, like when she was being a little like unstable. I said, listen, just grace and dignity and, play with some grace.
Cynthia, please do not.
So, but when I was hearing things, I wasn't really believing any of those things. I was just doing a lot of,
were you for 2 seconds like, what is he doing up there? Like,
I thought maybe you just really, were playing a hard game. But there was never a moment when I was like, yeah, right. I was just,
Trust me, her frustration was that she couldn't convince us
Yeah.
that you were like some evil mastermind up here, like trying to cut everybody's throats. And that pretty much was like, she's like, you guys just don't understand like how horrible he is. Like he's doing all this stuff and he's mean insane. And he's this and we're like
wild.
I don't see all of that. And I really like him. So anyway, well I think the ironic part of this whole thing is that the thing that Carson and I stand for the most was the reason she ended up getting exposed. Because you stand for this woman and the fact that you we wanted you to tell her what the deal was because we didn't want you to blindside her. Of course, Miss Thang didn't want that. She chewed us out because we were saying, you should tell Miesha. So it's just so funny that the one thing that we actually share in common is the one thing that got her exposed. Because if you didn't we didn't put you in that position where you had to go tell Miesha and, talk about the deal.
And honesty, just in general, like the fact that if I would have been, I think that you would question my integrity and loyalty if I were just like, great, I'll do it.
Oh, we totally would have.
100%.
It wouldn't have been like, what kind of person would I have been if I would have been like, great, I'll take the deal.
Meanwhile, she's like, don't give him time to think about it. Like,
no, I know that was weird. Looking back on
like,
it,
what are you guys doing? You guys are messing up the plans. Like, make him decide he needs to come with us. This is the final.
And also just the fact that she was so paranoid about the idea that anybody would have a conversation without her in the room. If you needed to talk to Miesha, I wouldn't need to be there. And if then you had us reconvene, like our stories would match up because we're just telling